Reserve did move.
The building that you guys are probably still in now, I bet you guys moved again.
I wasn't there when they moved originally, so that my civilian Pat Lozano, she was talking to me about how the move happened.
Yeah.
Pat she's awesome. I'm so happy she's still there.
Yeah.
She knows a lot.
She does.
Hey, sir.
A lot.
Wasn't Homer a Greek philosopher?
thought it was a
Well,
Roman.
we have the tradition of the Iliad and the Odyssey associated with Homer. So was Homer an actual single individual, or was it a tradition of kind of a gradually accumulating wealth associated with these particular, they argue over that.
Can you say that about Plato, Socrates, and Aristotle? Right.
Any of that stuff.
I'm just
actually.
throwing that out there.
Right,
I mean,
right.
That's my
right,
question, is why
right.
isn't he ever included? I can see him as a
well-
singular person, because that's how it.
Well, I think I did talk a little bit about the Iliad.
Yes.
Very beginning, yes.
Yeah.
Very beginning. Normally, we don't think of him as a philosopher as much as a poet, especially because he's telling a story.
What, aren't they? They're
They are telling a story, but they're very detailed regarding their explanations for knowledge, specific concepts, and so on. Whereas Homer presents the story that the gods are doing everything. Even when somebody shoots an arrow or throws a spear, the reason that it hits a target or doesn't is because the gods make it so.
Where
Right.
does he fall at in this timeline?
Oh, he's much early. He's about 1,000 years earlier.
So then he kind of got them
Probably.
without him.
Oh, they're all they
There
they
wouldn't
use
be a
quotes from Homer all the
Aristotle or a
time.
Plato if there wasn't a Homer. I just
They,
wonder why
they
he-
refer to the Homeric poems and others, Hesiod, Herodotus. Do they refer to Herodotus? He was a contemporary, so. But yeah, they refer to at least Hesiod and Homer. They use a lot. But remember, Socrates even talks about the plays. So a contemporary of him
'cause they influenced him.
is writing a play that includes a character of Socrates. He says,
Who?
right, so no wonder you guys hate me because you read you've seen the play, and the Socrates in the play is supposed to be me, and I'm not like that. I mean, it's like the Monty Python making fun of him.
That's why I guess it's interesting that they're always comparing Aristotle to Plato, but Aristotle had the hindsight to see all the mistakes. He could,
Oh, right,
He had
right,
the experience in
right.
the time after to pinpoint his mistakes. So he isn't actually better or more intellectual. He just had the ability to be born after.
Oh, right,
Plato.
and so have we.
Yeah, see, that's why we.
No, I mean, I listen to, wow, Einstein was a genius, and I read his stuff and I think, well, that's pretty easy.
But
I'm not a genius,
he had to pull that out.
but
of
you know
thin
what?
air.
Well, yeah, he was actually in a contemporary milieu of like-minded, questing individuals trying to solve those problems.
Still the smartest one out of the group, probably.
Well, he's the one that came up with the solution
Yeah.
for some of the problems.
Right. Of
I mean,
course.
Heisenberg comes up with other ones, and
True.
and-
You got me there.
and we get the bomb.
We do get the bone.
But
We're on.
Homer, it's kind of interesting that when I bought my bust of Aristotle, I have a bust of Aristotle in my office, and it's a bookend, heavy bookend. The opposing other bookend, right? That Barnes and Noble sold was Homer.
Nice.
So I have a bust of Homer and Aristotle. And by the way, at the 7.2 quake we had, Homer fell backwards and Aristotle fell off the shelf, landed on the floor, but didn't bust. So I have a bust that didn't bust.
Good job.
Unbustable.
It's an unbustable bust. Okay, so let me, put a spa up here. Those are there were previous philosophers, Thales, etc. Remember, but so Socrates Plato, Aristotle. So looking at the post-Alexander